So now you are going to what is it called?
Wait, you click control panel, right?
Yes, control panel.
Yeah. Then from control panel, where will I click?
Go to, is it window defender? Yeah, window defender. Then window defender. Then you go to advanced setting.
In my own place, what I'm saying here.
Just search for it.
Okay. I've seen it. Window defender firewall. Okay.
Then advanced setting.
Advanced setting.
Then you now go to inbound rules.
Inbound rules.
This side. Then new rules. You go to new rules.
New rules, bah?
Yeah. Then it's already on program here, so it's supposed to be on program.
Yes.
So you go to nests.
Okay.
Then you now go to browse.
Okay.
Then you now find what you want to log. So for me now, I am looking for After Effects, and I find After Effects. Then after I find.
Wait. You went to the local disk, right?
Yeah.
Program, Adobe After Effects. Okay. Okay. After Effects.
So open.
Okay.
Then next.
Okay.
Then you say block connection.
Okay, block connection. Okay.
Then name. Give it a name. Yeah, I'm just giving it AE. And finish.
Okay.
That's that for inbound. So you do the same thing for outbound.
Outbound. Okay.
Same thing for outbound.
Yeah. Everything, Abi.
Yes. Make sure that unblock the network. Block the network. Block the connection.
What will I do if I don't have a boss like you, man? What will I do if I don't have a guru like you? Yes. What will I do? I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh God, this is not stress my life. That's stress.
Okay, so sharing screen. So now there are three major things in After Effects. The last part is the hardest one. Number one is keyframing, which you already know. Number two is composition. And number three is when you write code. I think you must have seen people writing code. We call it expression. So now, for me now, I don't know any expression offhand. I used to do some expression offhand, I don't know them anymore. But when you get to that stage, people that want to teach you expression will teach you expression. But I think the order that you need to skip is to know the relationship between to know how your timeline works, and it's kind of easy. Probably the reason you're getting this wrong is that you are using the sense of Premiere to look at After Effects, which they are also close, but just a little bit different. So what else? So now the composition is also like a sequence in Premiere. Composition is like sequence in Premiere. But before Premiere started allowing you to use one sequence inside another sequence. You can use one sequence inside another sequence. After Effects has been doing that. The only thing is that when you start using one sequence inside another sequence in Premiere, your computer will start slowing down. But in After Effects, that's another thing. Before your computer starts slowing down, it takes a lot of composition inside another composition. So what people do, mostly creating one animation inside another animation, create one animation, then carry that animation, put it into another another composition and start animating with that animation. Like that one you showed me yesterday, there's a TV. This is the TV. So there's one animation at the back and inside the TV, and there's another one. So that's what it is. So now this is the interface. I have a feeling that 2025, which probably is what we are using. I don't know. Which 2025 you are using.
2020. It's actually the same interface.
Yeah, they will not make much difference in fact, in Premiere said it might not be much different unless they want to include AI and you want to make AI change everything. That's the only update I'm expecting that will be insane. So now I will create new projects, and now what we'll do is to create new composition. So you can create composition from a footage. So we go to new composition, and inside new composition, you can give it a name. Then what matters is the width and height.
Width and height. Okay.
Yeah, width and height. That's width and height of the resolution and the duration of the width and height and the background color of what you want to create. So now it's like creating a sequence, then putting a background color there.
So wait, so that's the width and height. Let's say it represents a sequence in Premiere Pro, right?
What?
The width and height is a sequence in Premiere Pro, right?
No, the composition setting is like creating a sequence in Premiere Pro. Yes. Okay. So it's like creating a new sequence. So the width and height is how your frame, how big it's going to be. In Premiere, your video might determine the frame. You know, if you drag your video on the timeline, it's going to create a sequence itself. Or you can go and create your own sequence. Get my point?
Yes. But you know that in Premiere, you can actually, there's a way you can actually, the same way that it is on After Effects, you could actually determine the width and height too on Premiere too.
But for After Effects, you have to create.
For Premiere.
Huh?
For Premiere, you could actually determine the width and height in Premiere too.
Yes. In fact, before 2015, in 2014, you have to create your own sequence. When you get there, you have to go and create it. You start from creating sequence. And it will come up just like this one is coming up. The only difference is that you won't get duration, you won't get background color. So because on this one, they know that it's for animation, right? And animation does not have, might not need you don't need a video to start your own animation. You might start from scratch. So this is like creating a whole canvas, a video canvas. So now we have 30 seconds there, which is the default setting of the duration. So, and the resolution is full. And those are the things that you might want to adjust, but you have nothing to adjust. So our frame rate is 29, it's like 30, like 30 frames per second. So this is okay. Now I'm looking at one of those videos you sent to me, and the one about do you know why some brand just stick into your mind? Okay. And I have a feeling that it's very simple. So what we might want to do is that we might want to create the beginning of this, and that will allow you to get used to things. So now the resolution of that video is a portrait. So that means that we are going to swap our width and height.
Okay.
So for us to have portraits, right?
Yeah.
So instead of 1920, we are going to have see, I'm going to have a 1080p at the top, and so now they are locked together. The sequence is locked together. I mean, the resolution is locked together. So with that button that is beside, you can unlock that so that we will be able to edit 1080. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Because we just go through this thing without designing anything so that you look at it. But if you are fast enough, you can try and design something as we are going. So, okay. So now here we are. Now you see how our sequence is like. And we can
Wait, wait,
also
wait.
make it transparent
For the
also. I
eyes.
forgot that. That's what you have done. Huh?
What did you put for the eyes? What's the number you put for the eyes?
I just swapped the numbers
Oh, okay.
instead of having a landscape now we have a portrait. So I just swap it.
Okay. Then I want to ask, After Effects, does it have like a maximum number of minutes it can animate video, or it's just like Premiere Pro that you can actually have like an hour, 2, 3?
Why will you have limit? It doesn't have limit. If you want to animate for a whole year, you can continue now. Your computer will not die.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have limitation. It's only giving us 30 seconds to start with because most of the time your first scene might not be more than 30 seconds. Before you move into another scene. So because now we are designing just one scene. You can have a lot of animation in one scene. You can design all your animation in one scene. You can create different compositions and integrate them into one another and have your scenes. So now this is what we have. Now we have a background that is black. Then we have our timeline here. Then on this side is where what we are working on is going to be. And on this place is where this is like a bean. Premiere, this is like a bean. Okay. So on this other side here is where the fun happen now. On this other side is where you have effect and set, which is one of the. Apart from keyframing, the biggest part of After Effects is the effect and presets. Just adding effects and presets. Adding effect and that's just literally what it is. So apart from keyframing, the other part is effect. Now we have a lot of effects. Now I'm trying to load it because this system is taking slow. Try to load the effects, and as you can see effects here. So me, I have extra effects from software called It Films. It's giving me some other effects. And that's that. Your own might not be this long because you don't have that It Films. It Films on it.
I get the same preset.
Also installed it. Kind of useless now. So now you can also get so you can also have you can also go to Windows, then you find some other effects and stuff that you can do. But then I'll get into that one. Now, if I want to bring in something, for example, these people have some logos.
Sorry, before you go to that, please, the tools are big. Because these tools are confusing. The tools, okay, I don't know what they have for.
The effect and control. Okay, the tools upstairs, right?
Yes.
I don't know all the tools also, and sometimes it is what you need that you see. What I'm doing now is not to teach you After Effects. What I'm doing is to teach you After Effects so that you can follow people's tutorials. Because most of the time, people create tutorials, but they don't teach you After Effects. So now, if you are able to operate After Effects, you'll be able to follow any tutorial. For till world will end, people will keep creating different things with different tools that you ask yourself that so this tool is for this, or this tool can also do this. People are insane. So now what I want to show you is that now for everything that you are going to be creating from here, people will be telling you what tools are used for. So you might not need to know all the tools at the beginning, but you will be able to, go with those tutorials.
Okay, so, no problem.
Now, people that are very, very good in tutorials, that means they are very good in After Effects, they are the one making crazy, all those movies too. So when you see the effects that people can create, you know that you don't know anything. So I want to bring in, I'm going to bring in some
pictures, man.
some pictures here, just bring them in here. So that is our bin. So I can also bring video in. I'm not gonna do that. So what we want to do is to create the first scene in this video. Ever wondered why some brands get sticky? So we just create a little bit of animations and you see how things do this one. So now now we have two pictures here. So over here, is our display. This is where you see whatever you are doing on your timeline. So now we are in composition one.
Possible to change the background.
Yeah, of course, we can change the background. We can put another color on that background. That's what we do. But we don't need another. Okay, I think the background of this thing is white. The background of this of the video we are trying to work with is white. So you can have new background. If you right click on this part and go to new, then you go to solid.
Where? Wait, I'm coming. Where?
When you are here. So this is where we'll be working. See? This is where we'll be working. This is our timeline. This is where we'll be working on our materials. So now if I right click here, I'm going to go to new. You can have text here. You can have solid. You can have lights. You can have camera. Those are the most important ones. And null objects is for animation. I don't know what content aware is. You know what Adobe? I don't know what content aware is doing here. But probably it has something to do with what content aware is doing in Photoshop. You know Photoshop? Or you skip that class?
I skip it.
Skip it. Content aware is one of the famous tools in Photoshop. Then we have Maxon Cinema 4D file, which you can integrate what you do in Cinema 4D. So we are going to stop at, we're going to look at text, we're going to look at solid, we are not going to look at lights. Get there, you understand. We're not going to look at camera. Camera is also one of the wonderful tools in After Effects that makes no software come close to After Effects as camera. So now I'm going to create the solid. I'm going to have 9 minutes. Then I'm going to come here. Here we have color and change it to white. Okay. Press OK. Wow. We have white. So now, as you can see, this here is the representation of white on our timeline, which is 30 seconds long. So you can move it backward, and you can move it forward. So this is white on the timeline. Okay. As a matter of fact, when I got this, when I'm learning After Effects, this is the point that I know that I've learned After Effects by recognizing that what I'm working on is here and the representation is on the timeline. That is After Effects. Every other thing is workflow. So now, at the beginning of this video, there is this green stuff that came to cover the screen, then went back. Then on it, they wrote "Every wondered." Then it came back and erased that ever wondered. So that's the only thing we do. So let's go through that one. So the first thing is to create a circle. Now instead of having a new background that is a white solid, we're going to create a circle now. So do you know that they use After Effects for graphics? That are crazy. Use After Effects to design posters. So this is a triangle here. We have an eclipse. And are you saying something?
Wait.
Oh, that's the wrong
thing. My own is not bringing any shape out.
It's not giving what?
It's not bringing any shape out.
It's not bringing.
not bringing the options. Like when you clicked on the rectangle.
Oh, you are
like
going to is the arrow you click on. You see that
shape.
dot, you see that dot arrow that is under. You click on it. You don't click on the circle. You click on the arrow down there.
It's not still coming out.
Listen.
I'm not even clicking on the rectangle.
Listen, go back to the selection tool. The selection tool is the arrow. Have you clicked on the selection tool? Huh?
Yes.
Yes. So you can now go back on that circle and click and hold for 2 seconds. 5 for 1 second. Click and hold. Okay, so that's how to do that one. Well, I'm going to remove this. Mask because the mask is supposed to be for a blue background. So I'm creating a new solid. Then the solid have to be. Yep, it's green. But it's this kind of green. Not this kind of green. Not this kind of green. Oh, this kind of green. So yeah, we go. So now this one now is what I will make
into a shape. So now what I'm seeing is that the circle is even bigger than the screen. So I'm going to scale this. I want to make it bigger so that the circle will be bigger than the screen that we have. You see how that animation went? I don't know if you are looking at the animation.
Wait. The white solid
is still there.
What you mean as the background, right?
Yes, it's still there. You can see that under it there's a white solid. This one is on top. You get that part?
Yes, actually, the one that we actually created at like the beginning when we were creating composition, the color that I gave was a white background. So I have to create like a white.
No, the color that we gave is a black background.
The one I actually gave it from my own side was white.
Okay, white. So you already have white there. So all you need to do now is to create the green one. You create new solid and create the green one. So now
new solid make a green one, but
yeah.
You're green. Bubble, what happened? See, mom is busy. Yeah.
Okay, you created green one, have you?
Yes, I created green.
So now, if you look at this this composition angle here, you are going to see this drop down arrow here. You're going to see this drop down arrow. Yeah? Are you seeing those arrows?
I don't see it even. Why is this not? I want it to like slide. Okay. Drop down.
Okay, so you can see those drop down, right? So if you drop it down, you are going to see transform, have you? Then if you drop that transform down, you are going to see a lot of parameters, like anchor point, positioning, scaling, rotation, and opacity. So that is another part of Premiere that is important. So positioning, scaling, rotation, opacity. So those are the transform. Now, anytime you add effect here, this effect is going to be represented under that arrow here. So anytime you add an effect on any of your elements on the timeline, if you drop down, you are going to see, as you actually transform, you are going to see effect. Second thing is going to be effect. So now that part is one. Then over here, you are going to have project, then you are going to have effect control. So that is where we are going to be controlling our effects. Remember effect control from Premiere, right? So it's the same thing. Yeah. So effect control is one of us. Let's see if you can get there. You probably can get there. So now.
So it's this part. Okay. I've got it. Don't worry.
Okay, so now what we want to do?
I want to ask a question.
Okay.
So beside the timeline where we have the solid, if we want to change the color, how do we do it?
You want to change the color of what you've created here, Abby?
Yes, exactly.
Actually, I don't know. You're supposed to be able to change the color, but all you might just do is to delete that one and create a new one.
Okay.
Yes. I have a feeling
So,
there's a way to change that color, but that always gives me problem. If I want to do it, it's if you double click on it, it's going to take you to another, going to open another space for you. And that one will still not change the color. Okay. So now, going back to my composition comp one. You can rename this comp one, you can call it something else. As a matter of fact, you are working on a lot of composition, then you have to be renaming your composition so that you don't get mixed up. So now we have this guy here. So now I'm going to drop down this and I'm going to make it, I'm going to scale it so that it will be bigger. As it's getting bigger, you can see the line around it that is becoming bigger. So now it's now bigger. So now what I will do now, okay, don't let me scale, don't let me scale yet. So let's create that circle using our Eclipse tool. Let's see how this circle. Okay. So the circle is like is a perfect circle. It is not oblong. It is not eclipse. So it is actually eclipse. It's not oblong. It's not oval. That's what I want to say. So now if I get my eclipse tool here, I'm gonna just draw a perfect circle here. So that's you have it. So unlike some other softwares, you are to be using mask to get your shape. So now that I have a circle, now I will now scale. All right, so I scale. So you can see I can always move my elements around. So now this is the guy we are going to animate. So that it can come like this, right? See? Aha. So that's the guy we are going to animate. Let me make it bigger. So you get it to this point, Ali?
yes.
Say you come back and come and see. So now I'm going to animate this. I know you are familiar with keyframes, Abby.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So now this guy here is going to end up. This is how I animate. This is actually faster way of animating. First, keyframe your. This is 20 seconds. Let's say 6 seconds. So I will first keyframe my position. I'll first keyframe my end. Then I will now go and keyframe my beginning. Oh, so here we go.
Wait, do it again. Like, it started with 6 seconds, bro.
Huh? So I started on 6 seconds. So I keyframe here I want my animation to end. So I keyframe here it will start from. Normally an amateur.
The solid. Did
Yes.
you like you made it fill the whole of the vertical space?
Yes. When I created my eclipse, I now scale it so that I will fill up the whole screen. So that we can have what that guy is having. So that the circle will now come and cover all the screen. You get the point?
Okay.
So you don't get it, let me know. So now, this thing is very slow. See, when I'm playing it, it's very slow, right? So what do? I'm going to shift the keyframe together so that it will be faster. So now, instead of having the animation to come between 2 seconds to 6 seconds, I'm going to take it to, let's say, 3 seconds. 3 seconds will be around here. So it will be 1 second now, from 2 seconds to, so let's see. Yeah, it's better now. But before it starts also, it is very slow. So I'm going to move all those keyframes back so that between 1 to 2 seconds, we have all our animation. Let's see. So Now it's faster, but it's still not as fast as that guy's one. It's not as fast as Stone. But if you have not gotten, if you have not been using keyframing in Premiere, maybe that's where you start your training from, because everything we do here is animation, is keyframing.
That makes it big.
So I have scaled it. So now I want to animate it.
Okay.
So in 2 seconds, this circle is going to come from behind the scene and cover up the screen, right? That's what we wanted to do, Abby. So now that this one is covering the screen already, so I will go to that 2 seconds and keyframe and start my keyframe from where it's going to land, where it's going to end up this movement. So I keyframe it here at position 2. Then I'll move back to where I want it to start from. Then I'll move the circle back, and it's already keyframing for me. So there, that's it. That's done. If I play it back, you're gonna see. Okay. Let me do it again for you. So now this is where I want it to stop, right? So I will move my cursor back. First thing, move the cursor back. This is where it's going to start the journey. So then I will now move the journey backward. So you can see that it has created a new keyframe. Okay.
So now we are going to write Ever Wonder. Ever Wonder is so I pick the text tool up here as text tool. So immediately I click on my Canva. Immediately I click on my Canva, it will create a new channel, or what will I call this one? Elements on my timeline. So I'm writing Ever. So Ever and Wonder are not written together. Ever, they are not written together. They are different. Or let me see if they are written together. If they have different animation, that means that they are not. Oh, they are written together. They have easy animation. So now Wonder is in Ever Wondered. So now I have Ever Wondered. So I can scale my Ever Wonder. I can scale my Ever Wonder from character here.
Okay.
At this edge here, you see character here, then you see how you can set the size. Or you can use scale at this part. So when I say Ever Wonder, you can see that text 2 as shown. We don't need that text for animation. Then we have transform, we have scale. Okay. So now Ever Wonder is going back to my selection tool. So now we have Ever Wonder. Ever Wonder fonts has a bold Ever, then it's saying Wonder. So now by highlighting Ever, I can edit Ever alone, and I can give it transformer. You do not have transformer. You have full stop. You have a lot of full stop, but there are too much. Okay. So you have Ever Wonder, and I can make Wonder smaller. Then another thing is that Ever and Wonder are close together. So if I click on my, like if you are working on a text, there's cursor between that text. That means that you want to edit the letters. If you want to edit the whole elements, you have to go back to your selection tool. So now I want to edit the whole element by allowing Ever and Wonder to be closer together. So where will I do that? I will go back to character. That's where I will edit that. Then I will go to this guy here, which is open. And then I will just. Okay. All right. So when you want the most important part of it, and I think you should be able to go from here. It's about practicing. The whole idea is to be able to animate, like I said. So now, this ever one that I wanted to start from transparency to brightness, then move forward a little to follow the animation of this circle. So what I want to do is that when the circle is here, this text is going to show up. So I will go to transform, and I will give it the upper, and I will keyframe it here. That's the brightest part, and at this point, it will be 100% opaque. So now, okay, let me move this one back a little. Yeah, so we have. So you can see it's coming from 0 and it's coming to hero. Let's do this.
There's not like a preset, just like how, like, not preset, like an effect.
There
like
is.
all this big black or something here.
Okay. Oh, no. You can try it, but there's probably not. You might have to create a lot of things. You can search for it now. Is there deep to black? Deep to black, There is not. Oh, there is the veil. There is the dissolve there. There is transition dissolve.
Dissolve.
Well, I'm using keyframe. Those are the decisions you need to make sometimes. Do you want to be looking for the effects or you want to create it yourself? So now, another thing I want this to do is to move up, is to move forward. So now I have keyframe it to this where I want it to end, and I will go back and I will move it back. So this is what we have. See, that's fun, right?
I'll put it back. Okay.
So now another thing is another thing that these people use is easy in and easy out. Easy in, easy out, make your animation to be liquefied. I don't know that's the right word. So you know about easy in and easy out, right?
Yes.
So if I highlight the two of them, I will right click, then I will go to where the hell is that? Keyframe assistant, and I will say ease out. So in this animation, you're gonna have something like this. It's not supposed to be like that. It's not even. Let me see. Easy out, like in, or ease in, or why not ease in and ease out? You can choose ease in and you have to highlight the keyframe and click on the keyframe. The easy ease, easy ease, easy ease, easy ease is meant to do books. Yeah. So let me try this. So that's what I want to do. So that's After Effects for you.
He created multiple composition. He's doing everything in one composition. So that means that we can actually achieve it. So as you can see there now, everything is about keyframing. So maybe you want to go and try this and probably try some other things.